We back at it again. So this time I'm going to talk to you about my Audi Q3. So today I'm going to talk to you about my Audi Q3 Premium with the S-Line trim. It's got Quattro, even though somebody took the badge off. It's black in color with gray interior. I used to have an Audi A3 and I traded that in for a BMW X4, and there's just something about the Audi brand that I absolutely love. When you step inside, just put your foot on the brake, press the start button, and the vehicle just comes alive. So once you crank the vehicle up, you'll see a standard setup, tachometer, speedometer with your temperature gauge as well as your gas gauge. You got your monochrome back display. If I'd up for the Premium Plus, I would have got the colored display as well as the navigation. Over here you have Sirius XM radio. You've got an option to adjust your tone. Now let me tell you something, the subwoofer in this thing is stupid. Like, you're driving down the road and you thump into your favorite song, you've got to make minor adjustments here and there. And I'm trying to find the best way to tweak that, but for right now, I'm just working with it as best as I can. Then down below, you have your automatic climate control. Typically keep it on 74, and I keep everything on auto just to let the car do what it's gonna do. Then up ahead, you've got your home link, as well as your LED lighting. A lot of cars in this caliber, they don't come with LED lighting, and that just looks good at night more than anything. Popping open the boot, you got pretty decent space here in the back. And typically, if I'm going to Costco or something like that, I'll just let all that back, and I put all the specs for all the sizes of everything at the bottom of the description. But you've got enough room to do what you're going to do at the grocery store. Typically, we don't have any issues hauling anything. We've gone as far as to go to IKEA to buy a big dresser, and that had just enough room to fit in the whole vehicle. Now granted, we had to push this seat up, and then one of us sat over in the 40 part of the 60-40 split, but otherwise we were still able to get what we needed done. You know, I'm gonna get into my panoramic roof in a minute, but it does have a panoramic roof. And it's funny, the way I'm setting this video up, you think I was trying to sell the damn thing, but I'm not selling my Audi at all. I love my vehicle. And when it comes to back space, I'm 6'1", I'm able to comfortably fit in the back of the vehicle. I have room for my head, and even when I'm laying back, the way that they set it up is that, yeah, you have your panoramic roof and everything, and the panoramic part of the roof goes above the car, not inside the car. So I have plenty of headroom. It's like they knew, okay, we might have some tall people in the car, so let me go ahead and put some additional headroom in here. And I'll put that detail in the at the bottom of the screen. But overall, I love everything as far as the back seat. One thing about me, especially when I'm tire kicking, is I always say, well, I ain't got to sit back there, and that's very well true. But for those that have kids or they have adults that they want to go out on the night on the town, this is enough space for everybody to gather in and go for a good ride. As far as being under the engine bay, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder with turbo, and that gives you a good 200 horsepower at 5,100 RPM, but then the torque is 207 at 1,500 RPM. So it's got good low-end torque, which is one thing that I love about this vehicle. Even though the engine's small and it has a turbo scroll, one of the great things about this car is that it does have pretty good low-end torque. And I drive around town, like I told y'all in my previous video. I'm not really interested these days in driving fast. I did all that in my 20s. Do I like fast cars? Yes. But me personally having to go fast is not necessary. And I know you want to hear this thing crank up, so let me crank it up for you real quick. Now, I already told y'all that I was going to do it. You know, the one thing that I love about my interior of my vehicles is what? That panoramic roof. Now, the one thing, I'm under a cover right now because I don't do heat, and I told y'all that before. But with the cover open, it's pretty decent. It's got a mesh top instead of a full top like my Toyota Camry, and I like it open or closed. My partner doesn't like it open because he said his son hits him on his head, and we both bald heads, so I don't know what the big issue is. But nevertheless, you know me and the panoramic roof. So let's get to riding in this thing. All right. So we're gonna get going here, and like I said, one of the things that I absolutely love about my vehicle is that it does have low end torque. Now, I found the perfect spot to do my videos, and in the famous words of this one comedian that I used to watch, and I can't even remember what his name is. If I figure out what it is, I'll put his name in the description box too. I found me a perfect spot to do my auto videos, so I don't get hot. I can do them in the shade, in the private, and not be bothered. But I ain't gonna tell y'all because I don't want you to tell your mama where I live. I don't think y'all come here for the comedy, do you? All right. So like I said, the one thing that I absolutely love about my car is that it does have low end torque. I'm able to get on the road and do whatever I need to do. I don't have to feel insecure about being on the road. And that's a lot coming from an SUV of this size. And I know a lot of people probably are asking the question, well, what the hell are you even giving us a video of a 2018 Audi Q3 for anyway? It's 2020 going on 2021. They refreshed the vehicle, they've changed the vehicle and all that good stuff. Well, I've had this vehicle for quite some time, and everybody ain't balling out of control to the point where they're able to go and buy a vehicle when it comes out brand new, and everybody's not able to go out and check out vehicles for the simple fact of the pandemic. The true nature and the true point of me even making this video is quality over quantity. A lot of people want an SUV, but they don't want to pay big SUV price, want big SUV size, and they just want something that they can basically go to the grocery store in, haul a couple of kids in, and stuff like that. They don't necessarily need a Q5 or a Q7 or hell a Q8. I want that my damn self. When I get grown, I'm gonna get one. But a lot of people aren't needing that. I'm not gonna say they don't want it. A lot of people don't need that. And so I'm basically making this video simply to shine a light on not necessarily the underdog, but the vehicle that a lot of people probably don't pay attention to mostly. You go to the Audi dealership, you're looking for the A4s, you're looking for the A7s, the A8s, you're looking for that big body stuff. Ain't nobody really checking for no Q3, but it is a hidden gem that a lot of people should take into consideration when they're doing their car buying. Even if it's an older or new model, I would definitely take it into consideration when choosing a next vehicle. You could very well go up to the 2020 or the 2021. That's quite all right. But what I'm saying is take the vehicle into consideration. Don't just discredit it for its size and that it's a 3 Series in the Audi lineup. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna switch my air to hit my face because I'm going through it in this car right now. Y'all don't even understand my struggle. Now, the area of town that I'm in is very, very hilly. So it's usually very, very hard for me to accelerate or do anything like that. So I'm just going to do some basic driving. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. I don't drive like that anyway, so you won't get that out of me. Now, when I move up in the world and I start making videos with other people's stuff, I might do some 0 to 60s. I might do some spin-offs and things like that. But for right now, you're gonna get me slow rolling it because anybody got time for all that. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make in all of this here is that a lot of people say, oh, I've got to have this. Personally, I think you'll come to appreciate this vehicle for what it is. It gets pretty good gas mileage, 20 in the city, 28 on the highway. That's pretty decent numbers for a vehicle of a curb weight of about 3,500. It's a little under 3,500. I think it's like 3,483. But nevertheless, the curb weight is pretty decent, all things considered. Now, one thing I was saying about this vehicle is that you truly got to appreciate it for what it is. A lot of people say, oh, I need that big body, I need this, that, and the third. And while that may be true, go ahead and do your thing. But I honestly believe that this vehicle is enough. I've got enough room in here for 4 grown adults and a car full of groceries. I can go and spend $200 to $300 in groceries at Audi, and I can still put 4 people in this vehicle comfortably and get back home and get all my groceries. All in all, I can truly say that this is a little bitty vehicle in a big, big world. And while granted it's not a Mini Cooper, it's enough. So there you have it. So listen, in the famous words of Funky Dineva, the Funky Bunch, this is getting rather lengthy. If you like the video, please make sure you like, please make sure you comment. If you have questions, please put the questions out there. Just let me know how I'm doing. I'm trying to get some things set up to do some new videos because apparently the car videos do better than all the other stuff I talk about. So I might have to do some switching it up. I can only go by what the stats say, and the stats say y'all like car videos, so we'll see. But anyway, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.